See that right there? Isn't that cool? It's my mom's bicycle that she got in 1936 or 37 for Christmas. Let me show this thing to you. The sun is so gorgeously brilliant today. So, I was going to try to fix it up. My brothers really did a number on this bike in the 60s and 70s when we were kids. But it's really neat. I don't think nothing's original. Because look, the fenders are blue. Can you see that? The fenders are blue. The tank is yellow, and I'm not sure what that color would have been. Then I think this back fender is rusty, but blue. I don't know. The boys painted that yellow. That's what I love about these old bikes, is the cool kickstand, because I can remember putting that up. You know, you drop it down like a motorcycle kickstand and pull your bike back over top of it and sit there and pedal like an exercise bike. And we must have done that 5 million times. I had my roommate take the seat off because I was going to put a new seat on it. As you can see, this one's, well, it's not rusted through. I mean, it's still a thick piece of steel. But this is turning out to be a lot of work just to get a seat for it because of this thing right here. I don't know if this will come up because the bike is, at the way the seat position, the bike is too low for my legs, for my knees. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. It's a Cleveland Weldon Company Roadmaster. And it's really, I mean, it's rideable condition. She's rusty because she's been through a lot. The seat's really cool. I was looking at some new seats that have, I'm sorry, this is so bright out here, I really can't see what I'm doing. That have a round thing that sits in here. I call it the straight post bracket that sits in here. And I thought, well, what if I bought a new seat and removed that bracket, which I'm hoping that just taking off the nuts, slipping them out and getting that piece out that I'm talking about. And then this right here on the new seat now could be bolted into that, possibly. That's what I'm hoping. I might try that before I sell it to see how it happens, because this is just all the cloth and padding came off of it. So when my mom got that in the 30s, her and her sister both got a pair of bicycles for Christmas. And I don't really want to sell it, because let me tell you how young I was when I first got on this bike. It was 1963, and John Kennedy had been shot. And the only reason I know that was because she had me at home from school that day for some reason. I was going to show you something, but the seat won't sit right. No, I was probably in the first grade. So I really wanted to ride this bicycle and stop riding my little tiny girl's bike that I had that had training wheels. And it was sitting outside. And I knew how to do the kickstand. I knew to roll it back. You know, I mean, pull this thing up and clip it on here, right here. This thing. And I did, and I got on it, and I'm standing on the bike, and I get on the pedal, and I push off, and this part of the seat, that thing right there, was poking me in the back. Well, that's how little I was when I was on it, trying to ride it, but I rode it. It's a big, heavy bicycle for a little kid that stands about 3 foot tall. I rode that thing around the house. We had a big house with an acre property my parents had in suburbia, South Richmond in Virginia. And I rode that bike. And I was so excited. I rode it again around the house, and then I went in the house and I was going like, Mom, I rode the big bicycle. And when I went into the living room to see where she was sitting there crying, watching John Kennedy's funeral, actually. So that's what, November '63? Something like that. Yeah, that was a while ago. So anyway, that's the first time I rode it. And I can remember that feeling of power. Ooh, I'm on this great big bike and it's so heavy. And it was so heavy because she didn't want us dropping any bicycles on the ground. We were taught to put the kickstands out. You know, you put kickstands out and you take care of these bikes. If you can't put the kickstand down, they would say, lean it up against a building. One of us will come and help you. And every afternoon, every evening when we were done playing, all the bikes had to go in the garage. So that's the kind of training I got as a child. Take care of things. That's probably the only reason that bike is here. But the only thing is my mom relented and let my brothers take it apart, put all the bicycle parts on it. My dad probably brought home, I don't know where he would have found another Roadmaster unless my aunt gave Mom her old bike to my brothers. And they just rebuilt, because they grew up to be mechanics, so that was just natural with them to take stuff apart. Everything they took apart and put back together. But they made so many rat rods before there was a rat rod. They did. It was insane. I had a let me show you this thing again. In 1974, I got real sick with mono, and I remember when that worked. I got sick with mono, and my mom had bought me a 10-speed Free Spirit bicycle from Sears, and I was so excited, but I was so sick. My heart was so weak, and I couldn't ride the bike. Look at them original grips, too. They're still on there. And I don't think I ever heard that thing honk when I was a kid. I think she said that didn't work for her either when she was young. Anyway, so she gave me the Free Spirit, and then 3 years later, I rode that bike everywhere. She had to finally make me get a driver's license, and I did. And then my brother said, well, you're driving, can we have your bicycle? I said, yes, because I was in my late teens, early 20s, yes, before I finally got a driver's license. Yes, I was really slow. I didn't want to drive anywhere in a car because I figured I'd get fat. And I was big into Mother Earth news, so I was just going to ride bicycles everywhere and, who knows, live off-grid and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what we thought about in the 70s. You guys, you young people, this ain't new. And then my brothers took that poor 10-speed bike. There was nothing wrong with it. They took it all to pieces and put all different kinds of other tires and configurations and crap on it. I saw it one time before they destroyed it. They were out in front of the house on the street doing wheelies with it. I remember standing there horrified going, look at my bike. They had painted it, changed it. It was life with my brothers. Pretty cool old bicycle of Mom's though, huh? I think I'm going to name it, if I keep it, if I can get a seat on it and if I can ride it, because I really don't have the heart to sell it. And if I can do that, I'm going to paint on here, probably right here, I'm going to paint Myrtle's Rat Rod. And I'm not going to paint nothing on that bicycle. I'm going to leave it just like it is. If I can get the seat configuration to work, which is, like I said, taking out that center post bracket on a new seat. And if I had $500 some, I'd give this to somebody to fix up the seat. If I had $500 some for somebody to restore the seat, then I would say, hey, do the whole thing. But then it wouldn't be cool like that and have all those memories. You know? Anyway, I just wanted to share that.